When it comes to watch cases, you're basically left with only two options. Either super expensive luxury cases or cheap plastic crap. There seems to be nothing in between. Or is there? Let me show you how I store my watches. So this is the Peli 1400 case. You are probably familiar with the design. A lot of photographers, videographers use them to store their camera gear. You can see these kinds of cases on construction sites where people store their delicate tools or measuring instruments. And a lot of people use them to store their guns as well. It definitely doesn't look like your usual watch case. It has a sturdy industrial look. But let me just open it up for you real quick so you can see that it's actually a watch case. So as you can see, there are actually watches inside, 10 pieces maximum at a time. We're going to talk about the inside in a second. Let me just give you a bit more information about the outside. As I mentioned, this is plastic. It is very hard plastic. The case is very sturdy. It is dust proof. It is shock proof. It is waterproof. You can actually drop this case in water full of watches and it's gonna swim. So anything water related, your watches are gonna be fine. If there's flooding in your house, there's no problem. Even if there's an earthquake and God forbid the full house collapses, you're probably gonna be able to pull this case out of the rubble and your watches are gonna be fine. Now if there's a fire, you're fucked. Because as I said, it's plastic and it's gonna melt. So to close it, you got the two levers here. But listen to this. It is insanely loud when you close them. So if this is something that worries you, just take a little piece of fabric, glue it on right here, and this is gonna dampen the noise to an acceptable level. Alright, then you got a little valve here, a pressure valve, and of course the handle here to carry the case like a suitcase essentially. So as I said, a very sturdy, robust case. If you're worried about damage to your watches, this is definitely the way to go. Also, it is a perfect solution to move your watches from one location to the other, since you can carry it like this and your watches are safely protected inside. There's even room here to attach two locks in order to secure it so other people can't open the case. Alright, let's talk about the inside now. Let's open it up real quick again. Alright. As I said, there are 10 compartments here for 10 watches, or in my case here 4 watches and a few bands. Now there are different configurations available, some of them for more watches, some of them for less watches. I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video where you can access the shop directly and take a look at all the different options available. And to mention real quick, this is not a paid review. I don't get a cent from this. I paid for this case myself. I don't even have a promo code for you. So if you want to go and buy this case, I'm afraid you're going to have to pay full price. Anyway, so the one thing I really like about this inside of the cases is that everything fits snug and perfectly. Usually what you see with watch boxes is that your watches kind of wiggle around in their little compartments inside of the box. Not here though. Everything fits like real airtight. Look at this. I can move it around. Nothing wiggles. They're secured very, very tightly. Now, another really nice thing about this watch case is that it comes with 2 types of cushions. Actually, when you receive it, every compartment here is going to contain 2 cushions. One of them is going to be this type, a very soft, squishy one. So this is going to fit any size watch. And then you're also going to get a different type of cushion that is made of a material that is a bit harder. In fact, you cannot compress this very much. As you can see, I'm trying real hard here and it doesn't compress. So let me show it on this watch here. If you want a cushion that has a tighter fit, or should I say the perfect fit for your watch, see? Then you can use the harder cushion, and of course it's not going to fit your watch perfectly in the beginning, but you take a piece of sandpaper and you can actually shave off the excess material that you don't need. Let me show it to you real quick here. See here on this side, I shaved off a bit of the material to make it smaller, so it now fits the band perfectly. So you got these two options. Either the hard one that you can adjust to the size of your bracelet, or the soft smushy one that will fit all of them. So that's a nice little touch. You got this option. The case of 10 compartments comes with 20 cushions, so you're gonna have plenty spare. Now, the inside of the compartment is nothing special. It's foam material all around, feels pretty soft. The cover of the case also on the inside has foam protection, so your watches are pretty safe in here. Also, one thing to mention, the compartments are pretty deep, so no matter how big your watch is, it's gonna fit in there. Don't worry about that. Let me just show it to you on a Submariner here. We're all the way down now, and see, there's a lot of room left. So even your AP offshore is gonna fit in here. Don't worry. One more thing you should know about this case is that you can remove the inside part. Now granted, this case is great to protect your watches and carry them from place to place. But me personally, most of the time I want my watches stored open in a place where they're easily accessible for me. So I actually store my watches in my closet without the outer case. So let me just remove the inside compartment so you're going to see what I'm talking about. So there you go. The box is empty now, and this is ready to put in a closet or a drawer or wherever you want to store your watches. Just keep in mind it's relatively high. So this is about, well, actually let me measure this. So we got 10 centimeters. So that might be a little too high for most drawers. However, in a closet, you're probably gonna be fine. Let me show you how I store mine. So there it is. I got a drawer in my closet. We'll just put the watches in. Pretty neat, right? And when I want to secure them, store them safely, or transport them, I just pull the whole thing out. Put it in the box. And I'm ready to roll. If you got any more questions about the case, let me know in the comments. And in the meantime, thank you for watching and have a good one.